Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The honorable judges and audiences, before we start the presentation, let us introduce ourselves.
My name is Shafira, Maritza, Rafa, Pradipta.
And I'm Dinda, Oktafaiza, Puspa, Asri. In this video, we will proudly present our innovation named Avatar, along with the result of our research entitled
Avatar, Assistive Vibrating Crime Prevention and Navigation Device for the Disabled. Introduction. Indonesia is the world's fourth most populous country. Statistics of Indonesia 2015 Intercental Survey or SUPAS estimated that the number of population of Indonesia in 2020 is 269 million. Among them, there are also people with disabilities. According to the data of Pusdatin and Ministry of Social Affairs in 2010, the number of people with disabilities in Indonesia is around 11 million, including people with vision impairment and people with hearing loss. According to the Ministry of Health of Republic of Indonesia, the number of people with vision impairment is around 3.75 million people. It is stated in page 52 of the 2020 Directorate of Disabilities on the Ministry of Social Affairs that there are around 223 people with hearing loss in Indonesia.
The problem happening in Indonesia are people with visual impairment and people with hearing loss often experience difficulties in doing activities. Some of the problems faced by people with visual impairment and people with hearing loss are: first, they are unable to seek for help when they are suffering from criminal events like being robbed. Second, Muslim people with hearing loss will find it difficult to know the exact time for prayer. Third, people with visual impairment have difficulties in determining direction and their position when they are lost. Fourth, people with visual impairment often accidentally hit objects around them. Not only that, people with visual impairment also have difficulties in telling current times.
From all the problems faced by people with visual impairment and people with hearing loss that we have stated above, we will make a multifunctional research to help people with visual impairment and people with hearing loss to solve those problems. We will also make a cane with an ultrasonic sensor.
The theories that are discussed in the literature review are: A. People with visual impairment.
B.
People with hearing loss.
C.
Crime.
D.
Wristwatch.
E.
And GPS.
And
ultrasonic sensor.
Research methodology. The formulation of the problem are: first, how does the avatar work? Second, how is the design of the avatar? Furthermore, the objectives of our research study are: first, to find out how the avatar works, and to find out the design of the avatar. This research was done in MTs N Sleman Science Laboratory from August until October 2020.
In this research study, we use ADDIE model. The steps were analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. 1. Analysis. The analysis was conducted by interviewing the teachers of the disabled and collecting secondary data from various resources in the internet in order to identify the problem faced by people with visual impairment.
Hardware design identification. Below is the design of avatar that has been designed by the researcher in an 80 cm times 8 cm diameter. Electronic design. DC regulator. DC voltage regulator is a sequence of electronic power that can convert DC voltage into an adjustable DC voltage.
Development. The steps of the development process were as follows: making the mechanical system, making the electronic device, wiring, coding the program, and designing the manual book with the following steps: preparing materials and tools, constructing the body, constructing electrical devices, constructing DC regulator, assembling electrical devices, wiring, developing program, and trial.
The following are the results of our trial that scored well. The following are the test results for the avatar instrument component. The following are the test results of the avatar system. Implementation. The implementation was done by inviting 5 respondents from Sindua district, Sleman. But the respondents of the implementation were not people with hearing loss because of the limited time. Evaluation. The evaluation was carried out based on the critiques and advices from the respondents and validator. This step was important in order to improve the product.
Result and analysis. Device expert validation. The validation testing was carried out through a questionnaire on how the products work functionally, how the product's quality, design, and appearance were. The expert for this test was Muhammad Lutfil, SPD, an alumnus of Mechatronic Engineering Education, Yogyakarta State University. The results show that the product is qualified to
design. The design phase was done by planning the hardware and electronic schemes. The following was the identification planning. Hardware identification. The creation of avatar needed some hardware components. They were ultrasonic sensor, DC motor, on-off switch, aluminum, and Arduino Uno. To sign this device up to Haki or intellectual property right. Based on the expert evaluation, avatar was categorized as very good due to its function to help the people in need. The user evaluation based on the respondents at Sindua District, Sleman, avatar also received a very good label.
Feature. Asking for help feature. This watch have asking for help feature with Bahasa and English. Mapping feature. This watch can give sharing location access to other people and provide voice direction to ease the lost impaired people to get to the road. Sholat reminder. The watch will vibrate to show that it's time for sholat.
All of those features can be switched on or off by pressing the button. The button is prepared with braille at the top of the button. Then the stick is equipped with the ultrasonic sensor so that can detect the object around. The stick and wheel is the impairment to walk. The advantages of the tool: GPS navigation, like materials, mapping feature, asking for help feature, and easy to use. For the next stage, we already filed the patent form from the LPPMUNY and we have submitted it in order to apply for the patent of our product. That's all from us. We hope you enjoy the video and learn something from what we present.
Together for disability,
To live happily.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.